Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our kitchen. Woke up this morning after watching the other video, decided I was going to try another video. This is going to be called the High Octane Amigo Burrito. That's what this one's going to be called. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is grab some of these gold gourmet potatoes. I'm going to cut them up, that way I can get them into the water so I can start to boil these. Just like to rinse these off, get some of the starch off, clean them up a little bit. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get these on. Get these in, add me a little salt. Get a little salt in the water. All right, guys, just cutting some green peppers and onions so I can get these over to the stove. Get these sauteed in the pan. And we can go ahead and get these ready for the burritos. I like to do it like this. Take my little cutter. All right, got all those cut up. I'll get these in a little frying pan. Put a little bit of olive oil down in the pan here. Get my green peppers and onions. Get these put in there. Things sauteing here. Alright, guys, next thing I'm gonna do, got me a couple strips of this black label bacon here. I'm gonna put in the air fryer. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all crisped up so I can add some bacon into it. Sometimes I do it with sausage, sometimes I do it with chorizo. Just a couple pieces of bacon. What I like to do is I like to put mine on 400 and I like to put it on 12 minutes. Guys, what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of butter to my pan, give it some seasoning here. All right, next I'm gonna take a few eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and get these whipped up into some scrambled eggs. What I'll do is add me just a little bit of milk in here. I'm gonna add me a little bit of pepper. Just a tiny bit of paprika. I'm gonna go ahead and whisk this on up. All right, this looks pretty sauteed up and ready to go. So I'll go ahead and remove this and get it ready for my eggs. Alrighty, got the bacon coming out of the air fryer here. Ooh, nice and hot and crisp. We'll go ahead and cut it all up, get it ready to go. All right, got the potatoes all loosened up a little bit from the boil. Got them in here. Now I'm just gonna fry them up. Give them a nice little crust. All right, while they're cooking, throw a little salt in there, a little pepper. All right, got another little pan out while the potatoes are getting ready. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some butter in here. So I can start working on these eggs. All right, got my eggs going here. Start scrambling these things up. And get these ready for the burrito. The eggs here. Get all the eggs moving. Oh yeah. I like to make sure that all my scrambled eggs are cooked very well. One thing I don't like is a runny scrambled egg. So now that I got this done, I'm gonna come back and add some cheese and some bacon. All right, I'm gonna add some Sargentos. This is that crushed red pepper flakes. It's a Parmesan, really, really good. I'm gonna add some of that in there. Get me some nice cheese. Mix that up. Get that going. Get that nice cheese melt in there. Now while that's warming up and cheese is starting to melt, I'm gonna get some bacon. Drop some bacon in there. Go ahead and move these potatoes around a little bit. They're getting all fried up nice. Come back, start working this with the cheese in there. Oh yeah. It's gonna be good. All right, so now I'm gonna make my famous burrito sauce here for the high octane Amigo burrito. I like to go about 1 heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise. I do about 1 spoon of heavy whipping cream, a little bit of paprika, and then I use this El Paso fajita seasoning mix. And I dump a bunch of that in there. This gives it just an awesome flavor. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix this all up. I'm gonna add me a little bit more paprika in there. I wanna get that little hint with that orange flavor, or that orange color, should I say. Look at that. Look at that sauce. All right, I'm gonna give me a nice little damp paper towel. I'm gonna dry the counter off, wash it off here real nice. Then I'm gonna get my fajitas. Still using the 10-inch fajitas. So what I like to do is I like to drop me a fajita down. Get me a little bit of these potatoes on here. Pile them up here nice and good. Then I'm gonna grab me a little bit of these eggs here with this Sargento and this red chili pepper with the bacon and stuff in there. Get those going. Bam. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take some of my grilled onions and peppers, put them on the top. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure I got plenty of that. I'll even dump the rest of this on there. All right. All right, then what you wanna do is take a big heaping spoon of this sauce. Because once you roll it, you want the sauce to get all down in there. I like to do a little smear here too. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll them. I like to grab all my stuffing in here, and I like to start rolling it. Then what I like to do is I like to just cut them down the middle like that. So you got your breakfast burrito, high octane. All right, here we go. Something about the way the sauce just mixes with everything. So good. You could always take this after you wrap it, put it back in a frying pan, kind of brown each side of the burrito. Sometimes I do that as well. And it's just excellent. What a way to get your morning started.